Okay, there we go. Now we're live.
Okay.
Yay, we're live.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, all. So, Chloe, do you want to introduce everything? Or I usually do it, so I feel like I should give you a chance.
Well, hi. I don't have a physical copy, so we're just going to roll with it. But this is our live show for The Fill-In Boyfriend by Casey West. And this was our June book of the month. And we used hashtag fill-in hashtag because we were too lazy to come up with anything else.
It's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we going to start with our initial thoughts and then go into more detail?
Yeah. We always start, if anyone's watching, the beginning, like first 5 to 10 minutes-ish is always like non-spoilery. So if you want to know about like, you know, what the book is about and our initial thoughts, then you can say for the first 5-10 minutes. And then we go into mad spoilers.
Would you like to start?
Oh, yes. I gave this a 3.5 out of 5 stars, I believe. And for me, it's just like, I liked it. I really did. It was cute. But contemporary is not my favorite. I think for someone who really likes contemporary, they will love this book. And I really there were some aspects to it, like it dealt with more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like actual, things that kids go through nowadays, like being obsessed with social media and needing the approval of others in order to feel good about themselves. And I really liked that it went kind of like on a deeper level. Because for me, I think I have like a misconception about contemporary that it's just like all flowery and girly and very on the surface, like it doesn't go deep and deal with real issues. That's probably just my misconception again. So that's why contemporary is not my favorite, which is why I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. But I'm glad that I did see that it went into deeper issues of being a teenager and dealing with certain things and all that good stuff.
So yeah, we haven't actually talked about it since.
No, yet.
I think you read it like last week.
Yeah, I read it for the Read-A-Rama.
Yeah, and I haven't heard any of your thoughts, so I'm actually kind of shocked about the 3.5. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, see, now this is where I'm kind of happy that we have 2 different opinions on it.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. And I have never read a Casey West book before, so this is the first book that I'm reading. And I loved this book so much. Now, I read it at like the beginning of June, so I'm trying to like remember my thoughts, but I remember that I really, really love this book. It makes me want to pick up more of her books, and I liked the whole aspect of it because it does deal with real life issues, like, you know, the peer pressures of friends and social media and fitting in. And I really, really liked that because it makes it feel all the more real. And I love contemporaries. Like, I'm a big fan of most genres. So, like, having read this, I really, really enjoyed it, and it makes me want to pick up more of her books.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like I said, I think anyone who really likes contemporary will really like this book. I don't know. I guess for me, it just misses something. Like, my favorite genre is fantasy. It looks like I'm not wearing a shirt. Sorry. My favorite genre is fantasy, and I just really like the like chivalry and the action. And with contemporary, it just feels very like every day. Like, I go through stuff like that in my life, and when I read books, I want to be transported to a different world, to stuff that doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Like, I deal with social media and boys, and you know, I deal with that stuff in my regular everyday life. For me, I want to be transported to something different. I want to experience different things, you know, like dragons and sword fighting and just stuff that you don't deal with. So for me, it's just not something that is my absolute favorite, but I did enjoy it. Like, I think 3 out of 5 stars sounds like it's low, but it's actually really close to 4 stars. Like, I don't know why it just didn't give me that 4-star feeling, which is why I just couldn't. But it wasn't like a 3-star either. So 3.5 stars is like my favorite rating. I give so many books a 3.5-star rating.
See, the thing I liked about this book, and it kind of has to do with the plot. Once I started it, at first, like, I picked this up as soon as I finished another book. So, like, the first few chapters, I was like, okay, well, I'm still getting used to it. But as soon as I was, you know, in the world and I was used to it, I was just flying through this book. it was just it was one of those books, and I'm not saying this is rare, but there are some books that just don't make me do this, but I just fly through them like I'm just itching to pick up the book, like, okay, I need to read like now.
Mhm.
And that's what I'm hoping her other books will be like as well. And well, that's all I got for that thought. But well, not going into spoilers, that's all I have.
Yeah, I think, like I said, the first and it's 7:06 now, so usually between the first 5 to 6 minutes, we don't talk about spoilers or anything. But now, we'll get into all the spoilery bits. So if you guys haven't read the book or you don't want to know all the spoilers or whatever, then you can, leave now and read it or not read it, depending on our thoughts. But so yeah, leave now if you don't want to hear all the spoilers.
I want to talk about characters first.
Okay.
It was Hayden, and was the female's name Jillian? Was it Jillian?
You know how bad I am. Oh, Jaya, Gia or Gia.
Gia,
I think
right?
it's Jaya.
Okay. I have perfectly celebrity cast Hayden actually, but I don't remember their name, so I'm gonna look it up.
Okay.
So I'd like to start with your character opinion while I look this up.
The character opinion of which one? Of all of them?
It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do.
Well, Jaya to me, which is the main female character, or maybe we should give we probably should give it a synopsis in the non-spoilery part. But it's basically Jaya, her boyfriend leaves her at prom, and in order to impress her friends to let them know that she has a boyfriend and she hasn't been lying about this guy that she's been dating for forever, she finds a guy to pretend to be her boyfriend, and that guy is not Bradley. Bradley is the boyfriend that dumps her in the parking lot.
Hayden is the one.
Hayden is some guy in a car in the parking lot who she gets to be her fill-in boyfriend to play Bradley at prom. So now that we know what the character roles are, Jaya was definitely annoying to me because, I liked her as a character. I thought she was cute and stuff, but she just, needing to impress her friends so much and there's one of her friends that's just so mean, and I can't remember her name, but needing to prove to her that she's cool or that she has a boyfriend or, all of these things, proving herself over and over and over again was so annoying. I just felt like saying, girl, go and be yourself, or who cares what the hell they think, So it was, annoying at first. And then even though Bradley dumps her in such the worst way, even though I think he had a point, because he's like, I'm dumping you because I think the only reason why you want me to come to prom with you is so you can prove to your friends that I'm real, not because you want to be with me at prom or you want to, be my girlfriend. But even though he dumps her in prom, she still tries to want to be with him again. And I don't know. I feel like she was a confusing character, and she never really was able to act herself.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Now, okay, I found the first guy. Now, okay, I think Hayden is a mixture of two actors, and the first one is Robbie Amell. I don't know if y'all will be able to see this.
Yeah.
And he was in The Duff.
Yeah.
And the other person, I don't remember what his name is, but I know a movie he was in. But so I think he's Robbie Amell, and that's his name. His name's Finn Whitrock. And at first I thought, oh crap. Where? I think he looks more like this guy though than he would Robbie Amell.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he's a mixture.
Robbie Amell looks too old, but that's probably
But I think Hayden has this guy's face, but Robbie's hair. So yeah, okay, that's random, but
it's very specific.
Yeah, but I didn't even think of the Robbie Amell thing until earlier today.
Yeah.
But, I'm going to start with Hayden, just since we're on the topic of him. I loved him as a character. I thought he was really cute, and he was just so adorable. And I texted you while I was reading this. I'm like, this book is too adorable. And Hayden also had that dorky side of him too that made it even cuter. And when I call her Gia, but when they were talking more and more and like they found out each other's names and blah blah blah, I thought it was like their interacting was so cute. And I do agree that Gia has like an obsession with impressing her friends, and in some way I can see that as something that real that can happen, but at the same time I also don't see it as going that extensive with it. And Bradley, I understand why he dumped her, but I don't like that he had dumped her like right in the parking lot.
Yeah, I know, I agree. Like, I totally get that he dumped her. Like, I would have, the way that he described the way that she acted, and but like it was kind of crappy, you know. I would hope that if something like that happened to me, like I wanted to dump a guy, I would at least go to prom with him first, I would think.
Yeah.
You know?
Like that was the wrong approach to it. But I don't like how he came back later in the book wanting to get back with her.
Yeah,
I thought it's like, no, you dumped her at prom. You don't get to just come back and be like, I want to be with you and all that bull crap.
I don't know why she even considered it. Like, I feel like in the book she considered it for a while, and it was like, why? Why would you do that?
I think she considered it like talking to him more in the beginning of the book, but once she started to get to know Hayden, I don't think she considered it much.
Yeah.
We should talk about her brother. I think his name is Drew.
Yeah, like, okay, when that whole thing, like, started to come out, I actually really liked that aspect of the book. Like, I feel like if the book really focused more on her relationship with her brother and her addiction to social media and her addiction to needing to be, like, liked and approved of and stuff like that, I think I would have liked the book a lot more. That's the type of contemporary I like, is contemporary that deals with those social issues and, like, those real issues that teens go with, like, pregnancy or drugs or addiction to social media, even all of that stuff I really like reading about. So that was the aspect of the book that I really, really enjoyed. I feel like if it was only about fill-in boyfriend and like whether or not she wants to be with Hayden or Bradley or, you know, going through that whole thing, I would have liked it a lot less. So, you know, it was good that that aspect was in there.
Yeah, I don't like with her brother, and how he made that film for college and all that. I agree with why he made it.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think that she should have just made it and not told his family about it. He should have gotten permission first. That really like made me mad. It's like it made me dislike his character more.
Yeah. I definitely disliked his character. I mean, even when we didn't know he was doing the project, he was meant to be a character that we really didn't like or we really didn't, you know, connect with and stuff. So, you know, he was just not a family type person. Like, I know me and my brother, we're really close. We're very family oriented, but he just wasn't that type of character. So I really wasn't surprised when he did something like that. And I mean, I got hints of Gia wanting the approval of others and needing that through social media and stuff. But it wasn't until the video that he made came up, it really like hit home like how much she needs that from her peers and stuff.
Because I think we all do that. Because like for example, like every now and then I'll go through my Instagram and just decide like what to delete. Like most of the time I'll delete it whether I think it's a good photo or not.
Right.
But you know, sometimes I'll see how many likes it will get. I'm just like, holy crap, okay, well, keeping that or something like that. You know what I mean?
Well, no, actually, because that was actually a very like shocking thing to me, because that's exactly what Gia did in the book. If for those of you guys, if you haven't read it, she literally went on, she's like, if I don't get this many likes in this amount of time, I'm going to delete the photo. And I was like, do people do that? Like, I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I don't know. My Instagram, before it was a book Instagram, was my personal Instagram. I don't know. I still feel like my Instagram is my personal Instagram. Like, it's not just meant for books and for people to follow and, like, stuff like that. I don't know. So I just never I don't know. I feel like once it's on the internet, I'm not going to delete it. It's already been there. People have already seen it. I don't know. I've just never, it's never crossed my mind before. Now that I know that that is a thing that some people do, I'm like, maybe I might delete a photo. But now I just don't think I ever will because I've just never done that. So I don't know. I don't know.
Like, well, I'm on Instagram right now, and
Mhm.
like I'm scrolling through all my photos. I noticed that. See, I used to have a different Instagram account before this one, which was like my personal.
Yeah.
And then I created this one because I wanted to be able to have this Instagram open to people who subscribe to me or follow me, and but still be able to kind of use it for personal reasons, just like no location or like name of school, etc.
Yeah.
And I'm looking through it, and like, for example, my prom photo, it got 38 likes, and I really like this photo, but like I'm not like, if it was a bad, how am I explaining this? I don't know how I'm explaining this.
If it was a bad photo, you delete it, or
I don't know. Like, I like to have good looking pictures on my Instagram.
yeah.
But if
You
I'm
wanna-
gonna delete a
share
photo,
good content.
yeah, like whenever I go through all my photos, I tend to delete it just because it's a crappy quality photo.
Mhm.
And like, but I also use my Instagram for personal things like my prom photos, my homecoming photos,
Yeah.
hair photo, all the random crap. And
So,
I don't.
or maybe, okay, maybe you're trying to say like the amount of reception it gets, like the amount of likes it gets. If it's a bad photo, it's not going to get so many likes. So, you might delete it because of that, because of like maybe both.
Yes, but I'm not like, well, if this doesn't get 50 likes in 10 minutes, then I'm going to delete it. It's more of months later, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't like this at all. So delete.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I know for me, when I go through Instagrams, especially like book Instagrams, book Instagrams that I want to see nice quality photos, and I'll see like one person's photo or a person's one photo, and then if I like that photo, then I'll go through their Instagram feed and look at all of their photos, and if overall good quality, then I'll like it and stuff like that. But
How I am.
so yeah, then I mean, I guess that makes sense now that we're like talking about it. But for me, I guess I just don't care as much. Like if it were maybe YouTube, because like Instagram, I really don't like bother with it that much, like getting likes and followers and stuff. But maybe YouTube is a little different.
Yeah.
Like I've thought about going back and deleting some of my old like first videos that suck really bad. But I feel like that would be not true to my channel. You know what I mean? It wouldn't show the growth that I've made over time. So it's something that I really have to think about. But, I guess so a lot of us, especially those of us who are very prevalent on social media, YouTube and Twitter and stuff, have thought about stuff like that in different forms or in different degrees, But hers, Jaya's, is just so, like, bad. Like, it's what she relies on completely.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess if we want to talk about like her character development from the first, chapter to the last chapter, she just made like a complete 180,
Yeah, but for the better.
Oh yeah, definitely for the better. She really, realized that, what she was doing wasn't good for her, and that she really needed to rely on what she thought, and, coming up with her own ideas and speaking her mind with her friends and her family. And so at the end of the book, I liked her a heck of a lot better than I did at the end of the book, or vice versa. I liked her a lot better at the end of the book than I did at the beginning of the book. Yeah,
because I liked throughout the book the scene where she's meeting Hayden to get ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
And she says to her, she's like, well, I look like crap, and then she decides she doesn't care. I really liked that character development where she's evolving from someone who's like wants to be perfect all the time to somebody who just doesn't care, because she's starting to like Hayden at this point.
Yeah.
What am I trying to say? She's starting to like him at this point, and she realizes that she can be herself around him.
Yeah. I liked Hayden a lot. Like I really didn't want her to get back with Bradley or even think about that. And I'm glad that like Hayden came into her life, especially Hayden's sister, because I feel like they were really a very essential part of her realizing that the way that she wasn't really being true to herself, and she needed to act like herself, and she was finding herself basically. But I've been wanting to talk about the friend since I finished this book, and I cannot remember her name, but it's the one girl, the friend that's mean.
Part of me wants to say her name is Jules, but I don't think that's right at all.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Lainey and Claire are the two friends that have been like her friends for a while, and then Jules is the one that just came into the picture like a year ago and is a complete and total. Yeah, one of those, and I hated her stinking guts. Like I just wanted to wring her neck all of the time.
I don't like how at the end of the book, I was kind of hoping before the end of the book that there would be like some redemption with her friends, but there really wasn't. And I mean, while I did like the ending of the book, I wish there had been a little bit of redemption. And
well, I think that to give the book credit, I think that it's very like what would have really happened in real life. Honestly, if she was one of my friends and I really felt so betrayed and lied to, I don't know if I could forgive her in the amount of time that they found out what she did and what she was lying about, to the amount of time that it was to the end of the book. I don't think I could forgive one of my friends for that. So I agree with you. I really would have liked there to be some sort of, resolve with that situation.
Like the smallest form.
Yeah, but I think it was very real, that was probably like a real world outcome. If that had really happened, it would have taken a heck of a lot longer than just like week or two in between the end of the book and when that happened. So I don't even think it was that long.
Yeah. What was the name of the sister again? I don't remember her name.
Beck. And that I only know that because I just was skimming through the book. I'm usually horrible with names, So
I celebrity cast her as well. Have you seen Paul Blart? Have you seen that movie?
I saw the Mall Cop movie, the first one, a long time ago when it first came out.
Do you remember what his daughter looked like?
No.
Oh well, that's who I picture her as. But I liked how she didn't like Gia in the beginning, and then she comes in and she's like, "Oh well, I want you to help my brother because you owe him and everything." And she kind of like kickstarted their relationship.
Yeah, I liked that a lot.
Yeah, even though she like denied being like friends with her until the very end, I like that she like kickstarted everything.
Yeah, she reminded me of myself in high school. Like I was just sitting off on the other side of the school, wearing my dark clothes, looking at all the pretty popular girls and being like, you guys suck. Like, I don't know. So that's another reason, probably, I don't know, maybe that's another reason why I just didn't like the book, because she reminded me so much of the girls that I went to high school with, who were just pretty and popular and gossiped, and just that stereotypical, like, high school teenage girl that I just despised in high school. I don't know why. It's just, so I don't know. And then like high school was such a horrible time for me. Like high school sucked. And so like a lot of young adult contemporaries are set in high school or early college, and I just don't want to be reminded of that time. So it's a lot of my reasoning behind my starred reviews for contemporaries is just my own bias, like just don't take my starred reviews for contemporary with like any backing behind it. Like just don't trust it and just take your own word for it, because my reviews are just so biased when it comes to contemporary. Like, it wasn't horrible and I didn't drag for me and I could actually read it, but it was not my favorite.
Yeah, I found a picture of who I cast her as, but this is the daughter from Paul Blart.
I could see it. I could definitely see it.
Yeah, just like goth, and there you go.
Yeah, that's funny. That makes sense. I pictured her being skinnier and not plus size, but I could definitely see it. Everything else makes sense, like the face and the hair.
Like I tried to picture her differently based on like the minimal description we had, but I kept seeing that like her, and I was like, that's who it is. I don't even know who this actress is. I didn't even look at the name. I
never, like, I don't know, for me, I never picture a real world person when it comes to characters in a book, ever. Like, I can't think of one time that I did. I always just use my own imagination. Like, and sometimes I will go back and read the description of a character, and it won't even match what I picture them as. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that happens to me all the time.
Yeah, the only time that I ever like use a real world person for a character is when the book was a movie. Then that's it, you know?
You do that too.
Even like I'll read a book, watch the movie. I'll read a book, picture the character one way, watch the movie, and then like when I read the book again, I'll picture them the way the movie was, not my original. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like my imagination doesn't run enough. I just go so much on, you know, the movie and the characters that are in there. I can't make my own brain think about it, I guess. I don't know.
The way I think it is with my, like, when I start reading a book, once I get my initial, like, form of how she looks and then they give a description, the way I pictured her at first just kind of sticks.
Yeah, that I agree too. Completely agree. I'm just, yeah.
I hate that I didn't take any notes for this book because now I don't remember anything.
Well, I mean, they're so. Do you want to talk about like her parents? I feel like her parents in this book were the quintessential young adult book parents, like just very hands off, not really in the picture much.
I wish that her parents had taken more action for the video that her brother did.
Yeah.
Like mainly, I wish like they seemed so calm about it. It's like, well, your son just lied to you as to why to not come. He's essentially made fun of you in a video to prove a point. Why are you mad at this?
Yeah, like I don't think he made fun of the parents, but he made fun of you know his sister and their daughter, and like it's just the whole situation was just so messed up. Like obviously he had a point. Obviously there was a good reason behind it. We both agreed on that, but the way he went about it was just so crappy, you know?
Wrong.
Yeah, and I like you said, I just wish that they had done more. Like I just don't understand how in any universe any parent would be okay with that, you know, at all. And I mean, like for a parent to have the same thought that we did, like I understand why you did it, but the way that you went about it was completely wrong. Like, but why would you, like they even said that it was a great idea and they were proud. Like why are you proud of that? Like make a documentary on somebody else, on some random person you know, not your own sister, you know?
Yeah, or why weren't you more mad that he didn't get permission at first?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, he did get permission. He was like, I'm going to record this for a school project. Okay. Like, you know, but you have to
more detail.
Yeah, you have to give more detail for sure. Like, this is going to be shown to hundreds of people, and it's going to basically mock everything that you do. Like, no, it's not cool, dude. Not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a jerk, and the parents handled it all wrong. And I really felt sorry for Gia. The majority of the book, you know, like her friends were turning her backs on them, and she, you know, felt so guilty about lying to them, and like, and then that one biatch Jules was just like sticking her nose in freaking everything. It was so annoying.
Now I'm glad that throughout the, like, as she progressed, Gia did feel bad and actually wanted to tell her friends.
Yeah,
She came close to it a few times. She just never did.
yeah, and I could feel it coming. Like every single time she wanted to tell her friends but didn't, I just knew that she was gonna get caught. You know, it was pretty
Obvious.
Yeah, and I knew it was coming. So like that was a bit. What's the word I'm looking for? When you expect it coming, I can't remember.
Obvious. That's the only word I got.
I don't know. I'll probably think of it in an hour or two and then remember. But yeah, no, it's predictable. The situation was predictable, and I knew it was coming, and that, you know. So another reason why it got knocked down a little bit for my grading is just for me.
Yeah.
But it was cute, and I did like the relationship, and well, looking back on it, I don't even remember like exactly how it ended. Like I know she ends up with
It
Right.
ended at the graduation party thing.
Whose graduation party?
Her graduation party.
Yeah, see, I'm so bad at it. I was thinking that earlier today, like I should read the last chapter again because I don't remember how it ended.
See, I'm gonna start taking notes next month or this month.
Oh yeah, you need to read Kiss of Deception.
Yes, I'm gonna read it after this.
Well, this live show's been kind of short, I think, but do we have
That's
any?
okay. It is okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I think we got all of our points across, and we can, close this out, give our final thoughts, and then talk about next month.
Mhm.
If that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so final thoughts?
I think I'm just gonna reiterate what I said in the beginning. I still really enjoyed this book. I really need a physical copy now, and I'm looking forward to reading more of her books now that I've been introduced to her writing. Her book Split Second and Pivot Point?
I had never heard of her before. Like I saw that this was coming out in June. Like I saw it for anticipated releases somewhere, and it looked like a cute book, and I don't know, I just really love the cover, so that's why I recommended it for us to read this month. But I've never heard of her before, so no.
Her other series is Pivot Point and Split Second. The only problem is I don't know if it's fantasy or dystopian.
Mm-hmm.
The point is this has made me want to read more of her contemporary books. Whether I want to read her fantasy, dystopian, whatever series is another story. I don't really know yet, but this was a really nice introduction into her books and her writing style, and it actually made me realize that I don't own enough contemporary to read, and I really want to read more contemporary now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
And again, my final thoughts are that contemporary is not 100% my thing. I did enjoy it, but my own bias with contemporary prevented me from loving this book. If you love contemporary, if you read it on a regular basis, I think that any contemporary lover would absolutely love The Fill-In Boyfriend, but it just wasn't my thing because I'm a huge fantasy lover. I just needed something more. I needed more of that action, more of that, those fantastical elements. So it wasn't necessarily for me, but contemporary lovers, I think, will absolutely adore this, like, Chloe did because she loves contemporary, so for sure. So now we can talk about what we're going to be reading for next month, which is
this month now.
Oh, well, yeah, this month. Oh, my God, it's July already. Okay. Yeah, we are reading. Oh, wait, did we want to do? Hold on. We had a thing. Where is it? Remember?
What was the thing? We had a thing?
Yeah, hold on. I got it. Hold on. Where is it?
Oh.
It's. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, I'm going to be ready this time. I swear I'm going to be ready. Ready? Our book for July is Heart of Betrayal by Mary E. Pearson. Which is the sequel to Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. So if you guys have not read Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson, I highly, highly recommend it. It was my favorite book of 2014. It was absolutely freaking fantastic. It's a young adult fantasy. It was so freaking good. So we're going to be reading the sequel, which comes out tomorrow, July 7th, Heart of Betrayal, for this month. So pre-order your copies or get it from the library or do whatever you gotta do to read this, and I am just so excited. I cannot wait.
See, now I have yet to read The Kiss of Deception. It's actually at my library copy, which I don't even know when it's due, is at the very top of my bookshelf, and I'm not going to get it. But I'm going to read that as soon as I finish this reread, and I'm going to read Kiss of Deception, and then The Heart of Betrayal, I'm getting an ebook from the library, which should be here soon.
Here's my library copy of Kiss of Deception. I mean, just look at that cover, guys. Can you tell that I love this book? Like,
how do you not own a copy?
I do. I ordered it. For when I read it in July of last year, when it first came out, I rented it from the library and read it, and I just fell in love. And I never had the extra cash to buy my own copy. But now that I do have my extra cash, I pre-ordered Heart of Betrayal and I bought Kiss of Deception, and so I will be hauling both of those in my library haul in a week. So stay tuned for that on my channel, or not library haul, birthday haul. I'm sorry. I will have a birthday haul coming very soon, and I am so excited. I cannot wait. I'm just so excited for this book. This is the book that I am most excited for that we have done on any Once Upon a Read Along. I can't even, guys. I can't even.
See, I just need to hope now that I like the Kiss of Deception.
I
think I'm gonna like it. I think I will.
Yeah. The thing that's the best about Kiss of Deception is, and I'll give a little synopsis. It's about this girl, and she is betrothed to be married to a prince of a foreign kingdom, and she doesn't want to. So the night
I already know what I'm gonna like it.
Huh?
I said I already know what I'm gonna like it.
Okay. Well, so the night before her wedding, she runs away, and her dad, the king of her kingdom, sends an assassin to kill her because she has basically ruined his plans of creating alliance with this fellow king, with this, neighboring kingdom. So the king sends an assassin to kill her, and then the prince she was supposed to marry runs off to find her, and they both find her, and it's from three perspectives. It's from her point of view, the assassin's point of view, and the prince's point of view. But you don't know who is the assassin and who is the prince. You don't know.
I was about to ask that. Like, is it this? I keep getting this one mixed up with the Queen of the Tyrling, because they came out like right around the same time.
Yeah.
But see, I love any book that has princes and princesses and monarchies and all that stuff. So I'm really excited. Now I gotta hurry this.
It's just so good. Like, it's freaking amazing. You're going to love it. And just the guessing game of, like, which one is the assassin and which one is the prince, you have no idea. And you're just, like, guessing the entire time. Oh, sorry, there's a loose dog outside. But you're just guessing the entire time, like, is this the assassin? Is this the prince? And for me, I didn't guess it right. I thought I knew, but I didn't. I had it wrong. The whole time I had it wrong. But, hey, it's just so good. I'm really excited. Like, the live show for next month is going to be the best ever, because I just can't wait.
Speaking of the live show, I'm going to look at the calendar right now.
Okay.
We talked about August live show. We didn't talk about July live show. I work on Saturdays, but I don't close on Saturdays. Muy bueno. That's a Saturday. Do we want to look at August 1st? That's a Saturday.
Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, that works.
August 1st, Saturday, 7 p.m.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Question. Now that we know it works on my channel, whose channel are we going to have it on?
We'll go on your channel. We've had it on my channel the last couple times, so.
Only because we didn't think mine worked. And it didn't work.
It didn't work. Like, today we did it, and it worked, and it was amazing, and it was just the computer hated us before today.
Awesome. Yeah. And we need a hashtag.
Oh, God, I suck at
hashtags. I feel like
hashtags.
you'd be good at this, though, because you like this book so much.
I don't.
No.
I'm just bad at coming up with hashtags. Like, because it's like you need a perfect balance of a hashtag that people will know it's for the book, but it's like also an insider. Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't freaking know.
I have an idea, but I'm gonna look it up first to see if
it's popular. And you know what the funny thing is? I just realized I haven't read the synopsis for Heart of Betrayal. I just knew I was gonna love it. I'm like, and I'm gonna read Kiss of Deception again this month. I've decided.
Do you remember how I was telling you about we should read a book like via chat or whatever?
Yes.
Well, wait, I don't think this would work because you've already read Heart of Betrayal. Never mind. We'll talk about that after.
Yeah.
Now
I'm trying to read the synopsis. There it is. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna spell betrayal wrong. Can you spell it?
Oh my God, I spelled betrayal wrong so many times. BETRAYAL.
Oh, that really looks messed up. Okay.
I know, right? It doesn't look like it's spelled right. I've had the same issue all month.
Okay, it has 0 results for the hashtag I thought of. I thought of hashtag once betrayal for Once Upon a Read Along and then Heart of Betrayal.
I love it.
right? This is okay. This is what we're doing then. So for July,
Betrayal hashtag.
for the I almost said the Heart of Deception, the Heart of Betrayal.
That's funny.
I'm probably actually gonna make a video about this just because I'm running out of video ideas. But join us.
What do you mean? You're gonna make a video about the
About like the announcement. Like, you know how I did it for January and February and then I stopped?
Yeah. Are you reading Once Upon a Reading? Are you reading Kiss of Deception next?
Yes. I have like 70 pages left in this book. This is a reread for me, but I have Start, Kiss of Deception, which is way up there, and then Heart of Betrayal should be on the way.
Yeah, and like for very few times, I'm sure we'll talk about this yet in the live show next month, but there are very few times where I picture the person on the cover as the character of the book, and I just picture her exactly alike. What?
I'm always like that.
I hardly ever do it. It's always someone different, but she just looks exactly like I picture, and she's just gorgeous, and I love her. And if you look in the background, you can see, like, I just love this cover. It's like one of my favorite covers of all time. If you look in the background, there's one of the guys, and then there's the other one.
Oh, God.
So it's like,
let's do a flashback to January when we read Ruby Red. I pictured her the same except for her face.
yeah.
Just her face was different.
Yeah. I can't tell because you can't see her face because she's facing away, but
oh yeah, because you have a different cover. Oh no, that's Kiss of Deception. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Ruby Red.
Yeah, no, Ruby Red, I did have a different cover, and yeah, you could only see her face in that cover. But anyway, I'm just super excited to read Heart of Betrayal. Like, I just, as soon as I get it in the mail, I'm gonna do my birthday book haul video and do like unbox it and stuff, and then I'm gonna read it like as soon as I get it in. I just can't freaking wait. And I don't know how to
felt with Fairest.
Yeah, like I wasn't as excited about Ferris, but I was still pretty excited.
But that's my feelings on like anything Lunar Chronicles. I freak out.
Yeah. Did you pre-order Ferris?
Yes.
From Amazon?
Books A Million.
I've never pre-ordered a book from Amazon, so I'm wondering, am I gonna get it tomorrow on the 7th when it's supposed to come out, or do I get it later?
When did you pre-order it?
I pre-ordered it like a week ago.
Have you been tracking it?
No, I probably should.
See, I've ordered from Amazon before, but I've never pre-ordered from Amazon. With like Ferris, for example, on Christmas I got a gift card and a Books A Million membership. So I on Christmas Day I pre-ordered Ferris.
Right.
Like, months in advance. And it came in on the day it went out, but I didn't get it until Wednesday because I had to get it from the office.
I see.
Most of the time, yeah. Okay, I think we're getting off topic now, so we should probably.
Yeah, a little bit. And I was looking at my Amazon orders, so I was like,
how many people are watching?
Huh? We had 4 people watching earlier. Now we have 1. That's okay.
Hello, 1.
Hello, 1 subscriber. All right, so we will end the thing here. Well, let's see if we have any. Hold on, let me go to the YouTube thing and make sure we don't have any like
questions.
Yeah, I don't know where it's at.
We looked at it earlier, but we didn't have any questions. Let's look again. I feel like turn the volume down because you were in the middle of talking when I looked it up. I don't have anything.
No, me neither. That's okay. No questions.
Hold on. Wait. I think I have something on Twitter. Which Twitter am I on? Okay, I'm on my Twitter. I didn't know I was on this one or the one's Twitter.
I totally understand what you're saying, like completely. I hate when that happens.
Danny tweeted one of the accounts, and I don't know which account it was, and I can't find it now. Danny, I saw your tweet, but now I can't find it. Oh, here we go. Oh, Danny's the one. Hi, Danny.
What'd she say?
Just tweeted me, hello, I am the one, LOL.
Oh. Okay.
No, but the other tweet that she sent, she said, you sent it to the Readorama account. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay. She said she's almost finished with the book. Liking it, not loving it. She loved the drum roll. I dropped my phone. Okay.
Yeah, we're just good like that. We have all the special effects and sound effects and stuff.
Because we were messing around on video chat like 3 weeks ago.
Yes, yes, we were.
You remember how my mouse wasn't working?
What?
Remember how
Oh
my
yeah,
mouse wasn't working?
yeah, I remember.
I fixed it. I was thinking about going for my warranty for my computer to get it replaced, but I talked to tech support and he's like, press F5. So I clicked it and it started working again. That's what I accidentally hit during our video chat last time.
Okay.
Okay. So do we think we're gonna
Well, yes, we will end it here.
okay. Yeah, because I have stuff I want to talk about like separate from
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. See you on August 1st.